Abigail and you're watching the English Dictionary. So in my previous video I saw on the different types of sentences, and today we're gonna see on the transformation of sentences. So to see my previous video, check on the top right side of your screen. Yeah, so let's move on. Introduction. We have seen that there are four types of sentences. Declarative sentences. These sentences give us information and it tells us about something. It usually ends with a full stop. So let's go through. Let's have a recap. Interrogative sentences. These kind of sentences ask questions for more information. They can be WH or yes or no questions. They end in a question mark. Imperative sentences. These sentences says a command. It is used to tell somebody something, give them advice, or make a request. Exclamatory sentences. These sentences show strong feelings or emotions like anger, joy, sadness, and excitement. They end in an exclamation mark. So declarative sentences, they give us information. It's like basic sentences, and it tells us about something because we are getting the information and it's telling us about something. So that's how information is. And it ends with a full stop. The punctuation is at the end with a full stop. Interrogative sentences. These kind of sentences ask for more information. So they used to ask for more information. Declarative sentences ask for like basic information. Interrogative sentences, they ask for like more information than the declarative sentences. They can be WH or yes or no questions. WH questions are like why, what, when, which. These all start with WH. Yes or no questions are like have you eaten your lunch? You would say yes. So that's how yes or no questions are. And they end in a question mark. Since you're asking questions, the punctuation is a question mark. So imperative sentences. These sentences says a command and it's used to tell somebody something, give them advice, or make a request. So imperative sentences, they give you a command, they give you an order to do, and it's used to tell somebody something, give them advice or make a request. Like I'm telling them, please shut the door, or I'm telling, please do this before you go outside, and you're commanding them, shut the door. That's how you say a command between give them advice and making a request. So the punctuation here is also a full stop. So now you get confused with declarative sentences and imperative sentences. Both of them end with a full stop, but declarative sentences, they just say about basic information, whereas in imperative sentences, they tell you to do something, give you a command. So once you read the sentence and feel like, okay, this is a command, then it's an imperative sentence. Whereas if they're just saying, I had this lunch for today, it's just plain basic, nothing's over there, sounds like a command, so it's a declarative sentence. So the next one is exclamatory sentences. These sentences show strong feeling or emotions like anger, joy, sadness, and excitement. They end in an exclamation mark. So exclamatory sentences, these sentences show strong feelings of, and these are strong emotions. It's like expressions. They could express anger, joy, sadness, and excitement. So anger is like angry, joy is like happy, sadness is sad, and excitement is like you're excited and surprised. So anger is like, what? Why did you do this? Okay. So and joy is like, wow, wow, that is so amazing. Sadness is like, I'm really sad today. Something like that. They are really strong feelings, and excitement are like, hooray, we won the match. So when you're saying the sentence, the different types of sentences, they have a particular expression you say, and the exclamatory sentences, they end with exclamation mark. Okay, how to change the sentences? Yes, we can change the type of sentence by replacing the punctuation and the words a bit. It won't change the meaning of the sentence unless you do it wrong. Okay, so we can change the type of sentence by replacing the punctuation and the words a bit. So in the we have seen that declarative sentences, these sentences give us information, it tells us about something, it usually ends with a full stop. But if they are telling us to ask like that as a question, if they're telling us to rewrite it as a question, how would you say? So we have to change the words and the punctuation of the sentence, but you shouldn't change the meaning of the sentence. If you change the meaning of the sentence, the whole thing is just wrong. So declarative sentences can be changed to imperative sentences or interrogative sentences, and so on. Let's see how to change them and what sentences we can turn them into. Changing the sentences. Are you hungry? So we have to change this into declarative, and the answer is I am hungry. So are you hungry? What type of question? What type of sentence is it? Uh, so since it ends with a question mark, it's an interrogative question, and asking it's also asking a question. It's a yes or no question, but it's not like, oh, we are not doing question answers right now. We're changing the sentences. So when you're changing into declarative, we would say I am hungry. So let's see the next sentence. Yay, we won the match. Change into interrogative. So yay, we won the match. So this shows excitement and joy. So change them into interrogative. So interrogative, you would need to like ask a question. So you would ask, did we win the match? So that's an expression there. It's a lovely dress. Change into exclamatory. What a lovely dress it is. So you see, when we are doing changing it to exclamatory, there might be two types or just one type. So while changing it, you can just choose any one of the types. For example, it's a lovely dress. You would say, what a lovely dress it is. Since it just has a WH at the front, doesn't mean it has to be a question mark, because in some formal ways of telling the English, you would say, what a lovely dress it is. You would add the WH words there. But it still won't change the meaning since you're changing it to the exclamatory form and you're adding an exclamatory mark at the end. It's a lovely dress. So this will have like almost two meanings in it. What a lovely dress it is, and you would yeah. So this one just has one meaning, but some other sentences may have two ways of saying it. So you could just mention any one of that. And it's a lovely dress. It is not an imperative sentence. It's a declarative sentence. It's not a command. It's a basic information, and you're saying about something, you're describing it over here. So will you shut the door? Change into imperative. So will you shut the door? It's an interrogative question and it ends with a question mark. um it sounds like an imperative question because you're telling someone to if they're going to shut the door, but it's not an imperative. You're asking them if they're going to shut the door. You're not telling them to shut the door. So it's an interrogative question, and when you're changing it to imperative, you would say, please shut the door or shut the door. So this has 2 minutes and two meanings. So just like I said, any when changing the sentences, they might have two or more meanings in it, but we can just choose one of those and do it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification for more videos just like this. Also, feel free to ask any doubts or questions in the comments below. See you all next Monday. Bye bye.